Yes, posture, posture, posture. We have heard those words being repeated so many times by our teachers, especially. My mother was one of those people who was big on posture. And I am now learning as an adult that posture has a lot of health benefits. And it doesn't cost us anything to practice good posture, but it can be quite expensive when we keep slouching, because those can have repercussions for our health and skeleton, because our skeleton is involved. One of the instant benefits, there are several benefits, but this evening I'm going to appeal to your sense of vanity, because I'm a vain person, everybody knows that. So one of the instant benefits of posture is that you look slimmer in seconds. Right? If you stand up straight, hold your frame upright, squeeze your shoulder blade back, press the top of your buttocks against your chair when you sit or when you stand, you press into your heel. It elevates your posture and you begin to look slimmer in seconds. Ladies, up to 5 pounds slimmer with the right posture. So this week you'd want to try that on, and just that, because a lot of us look fat or fatter than we need to because we slouch. When we slouch, the face curl, the disc curl, the belly roll up. We don't want that. Second benefit is that you look taller. So as a 5 feet, 5.5 inch girl, looking tall, because we see the supermodels. What makes supermodels look so good? Their height. So imagine you could put on another 2 inches with the right posture. Who wouldn't want that instantly? So I'm going to stand up tall this week and look at least 2 inches taller. The final benefit that I'm going to give to appeal to your sense of vanity is bolder. When you stand properly, you look bolder. You boost your confidence. You become more productive. You become more confident. You become just this ball of energy that everybody wants to be around, because you're this slim, tall, bold person in the room. So I'm throwing out the challenge to all my listeners out there this week. When you're at work, you want to try sitting upright. If you're walking on the road, hold your frame up high, your head up high, and just walk. Sit, stand, and just stand tall this week and enjoy the benefits and save the money savings in the long run of posture, posture, posture.
Thank you, Mary. But you're not saying that short people can't look need to look tall.
They
People
can
who are
look tall
short,
with the
I don't
right
know what is
posture. That's
short
what I'm
anyway.
saying. See a person with, do you see even some short supermodels, Sir Matt? Because they practice to walk and hold their frame upright versus slouchy. Even a short person looks tall and confident. It's the look.
I can
Okay.
I can
As a
remember
short person in the room?
Yes.
I can remember at school
Yes.
one of the things that was constantly said by teacher. Sit up, boy. Yes. It
This
was
is very important. What you saying, Winnie?
the
Well,
question of
it's funny that you say that,
Yes,
Mary, because
as a short person.
go ahead, Winnie. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, Winnie.
I'm saying as a short person in the room that is happy short. My concern though is for the children with a knapsack on the back. They are slouching, and I am concerned about that. When you see them walking on the roads, that's a huge problem for me.
Yes.
The chiropractors will have a lot of work to do with these children.
Winnie, I think the knapsack is supposed to help keep the frame
They
upright.
are slouching
People get bulged under
as
the
they
weight.
walk.
And then because they don't
Yes,
practice, Winnie, you're
that's the
so
problem.
right. That's going to come back with a lot of bad problem, because when you align your posture aligns your spine. When you slouch, what it does, it shifts your spinal bone, and after time you're going to have back problems. So as I say, you don't want the health benefits, the health hazards of poor posture. So practice. If a knapsack is not working, maybe the parents need to get the pull bags that the children can take the pressure off their back to bring, because it starts in their youth and follows them into adulthood with a bad posture.
Well, very interesting also that Desmond mentioned that his teacher used to say, sit up, boy.
Sit up, boy. Because when you sit up right,
it improves
your oxygen. And oxygen oxygen, when you sit up straight, it aligns your spine to breathe better. And when you breathe better, you learn better. Sometimes it's,
Okay.
the oxygen blocking out the children's brain while they're dance with it
Just
from the
before we
slouching.
start, so before we start cut out, Mary, I see a few more comments coming in. I don't know if you can grab them and present
Yes,
them
let
for
me look
us.
at the comments coming in.
I had a principal in Desmond whose name was Jeff Brown. He was about 6'3", and as a small boy in first form, you think, man, this man's a giant, and he was also a military guy, but he used to say, he used to actually punch you in the stomach sometimes, say, stand straight, boy, stand straight. Stop slouching. And I remember him all the time. I don't know how many principals bother to even tell people, our teachers, our parents bother to tell their children to stand straight or stand with the shoulders forward, but never mind. All right.
We have Keith Cermak.
Go ahead.
Joining the discussion, we have Keith. I agree with you so much on posture. I am suffering with my spine because of not following the proper posturing. We have Davia. Some people will still look short regardless of an upright frame, and we would have to depend on innate qualities to exhibit confidence or some high heels. I substitute as well with some high heels some days. We have Davia adjusting posture for health benefits is a universal benefit for all. Let's emphasize this. Everyone does not need to look like a supermodel, but I suppose we can all practice good posture and get the benefits.
Thank you all. Thank you all for your comments. We really appreciate your feedback. I want to thank, we just run out of time again today. I want to thank all of you who joined us for this Frankly Speaking Jamaica podcast. Special thanks to Mary, Winnie, and Desmond, and to technical facilitator, Joshua Black. Remember, you can watch this podcast at any time at the Frankly Speaking Jamaica podcast YouTube channel. And look here, I'm just going to say again, we have several issues that we didn't get through. We want to go back to that market business, but we're going to get there. I'm Franklin McKnight. Until then.